It's been a while, but this is my 1 month lock update. Look at that. By the way, you guys, if you don't already follow me, you guys can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, so I did a poll on Instagram. What should my next video be about? Because now that this is my 1 month, I'm not going to be doing vlog updates as often. The answer that was chosen was I should do a real talk about self-love. So this is a real talk. Alright, wait, where's my notebook? It's right here. I'm going to talk about love and loving yourself and esteem of self. Okay, do you guys know the quote, you have to love yourself in order for others to love you? I feel like that quote is both right and wrong in very different aspects. I say it's right because if you don't love yourself first, you are like putting up a guard. There's a guard around you because you don't want to let nobody in, because you don't like the way that you look, you don't like the way that you act, you don't like the way that you are, you don't like your personality, or you like it but you just like maybe other people don't like it. Like, you know, it's like you're putting up a guard and nobody can come in and love you because, say, a genuine person walks into your life and they're like, you look really pretty today, you have a really nice smile, or something like that, and you're like, no, I don't, you're just saying that. Like, eventually they gonna get annoyed. They maybe not, but it's very likely that they're gonna get annoyed and be like, okay, fine, like, I can't give you no compliment, like, why you won't take my compliments, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you love yourself first, then you can allow other people to come in and love you. That's how I feel like that quote is right. But I feel like that quote is incorrect as well, and it's situational based, to be honest. But I feel like someone can also come in and teach you how to love yourself. What do you mean by that, Brittany? Glad you asked. So say you're a person that really truly believes like that you are not good enough, like you're just not there for someone to even be there to love you, like you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough in any aspect, like you're not sporty enough or stuff like that. Like, maybe you're listening to the lies of the devil, you're like, he'd be like, dang girl, you ugly. You ain't gonna get nobody, like nobody ain't gonna like you, like look at your hair, girl, look at your face, like just stop. Like, that's what you be saying, and people will be believing whatever aspect you might want. Or someone can come in and be like, hey, you actually are this, did you know this about you? Like, you know, you really are pretty, like you really do have the nicest smile. And you're like, are you for real? Like we have to realize, like, we are made in God's image. He didn't make anything ugly. And once we accept ourselves and how we look and how he created us, our image, our frame, our hair, our face, everything, I feel like we can let people in. And it does sometimes take for someone to come in and say that to you for you to believe it. Because you're like, dang, do I really look like that to somebody? Like, is that really how other people see me when I'm sitting here thinking that I'm like ugly, like my hair nappy? Like, is that really what people see? And I'm going to tell you guys, like, self-esteem comes in many forms and fashions. Like, I'm going to tell you guys a story time. Okay, so last spring I went on an alternative break experience. I brush it off most of the time. When people tell me that I look young or that I'm short, clearly I know, like, I see it in the mirror every day. But so last spring I went on the alternative break experience with some people from my dorm during spring break, and at the end of the week they are like, okay, we have college students here, I want you guys to stand up and tell us your name, tell us your major and stuff like that. And so like when I got up, because I was last, because I was like sitting at the end, so when I got up I was like, hey guys, my name is Brittany, and they're like, what? And then like everybody starts busting out laughing like when I'm talking, and I'm like, I'm a bio major. Yes, it's true. But I was like, yes, I'm a bio major and I'm studying to go to medical school to become a pediatrician. And everyone is still laughing, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, obviously I know what they're laughing at. Who cares? That's me. Like, I'm a person that's just like, whatever. But I don't let that stuff hit me, but like that junk just hit me hard, because it's like, people are so rude. Like, how the heck can you be that rude? But whatever. So when we got done, they had like little dinner for us or whatever, and I went to get my food, and these ladies came up to me. They were like, girl, we thought you was in middle school. I was like, no, I am 19, I am a freshman. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. So like, yeah, I bet you do. I'm like, okay, it really wasn't that deep, fam. So like, I didn't realize that it would hit me that hard, because I've been hearing that every day of my life. But like, dang, that junk came from like, it came from complete strangers. But that just shows like sometimes how the things that you try to forget come back and torment you. Try to brush off, they come back and torment you like at the dumbest times, like at random. And I was like, why is this even bothering me? Like, I don't let this stuff bother me. But yeah, I don't know, like I was up in there crying and everything. Well, like when we got back to our rooms, I was like, what the heck? Like, why am I letting this get to me like that? And I truly had to go back and look at them myself. Like, have I really released this? Over the years, and even now still, I have most definitely been able to become one with my height, because I'm 5 feet. And like, that's clearly never going to change. So I'm going to tell you guys how I have been able to cope with this, like over the years. Like, you have to know to look at yourself through God's eyes, and that's what I've done. Every time any new person that ever came to school, or any person that I've met, they're like, oh, why are you so short? Like, okay, that's how God made me, I don't care. Like, you know, people be saying that to be sarcastic, but I be for real. Like, okay, I have had to come together with myself and be like, this is how God made me. Like, he didn't do this by accident, you know? It's like, the way that you are, that's how God made you. He didn't do it by accident. We are made in his image. This is how he made us, and he didn't do it by accident. He didn't make any mistakes. How he made you is how he made you. Like, once we come to accept that, I feel like we can be good, man. Like, this world is full of people who don't accept themselves because of what other people told them, or what they might be telling themselves, when that's not the case. It's not. And I really am glad that I decided to practice this video first, because I cried as I was telling this stuff to myself, and I don't want to cry up here. But that's really it. So I want you guys to know that you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are gorgeous, you are what God says that you are, because that's how he made you. And with that being said, I shall end this video. Toodles.